Alrighty, it is officially time. Hello and welcome to Dumbbell Strength. My name's Amber Langford and I'll be running you through your workout today. For today's class, we are doing a 3x3 workout. So we have exercises grouped into threes. We're going to be kind of focusing on a lower, upper, and core exercise within each set. We'll do 3 rounds of each set. And so we will be moving from standing to the ground. I do try to avoid that as much as possible, but to get some of those core exercises, we will be making our way down to the floor for today. So I recommend that you have like a yoga mat and roll that out, or at least have a softer surface where you feel comfortable being on the ground. We do have no exercises laying on our back, but we do have a couple where we'll be on our hands and knees. So also if you need a little throw pillow, folded up towel or blanket to give a little bit of support for those knees, I recommend grabbing that as well. Otherwise, let's go ahead and press start on those fitness trackers if you're going to track today's workout. And we're going to begin with a little bit of a warm up, standing nice and tall, starting with our arm swings, arms pull back, cross in front, and switch. We're going to alternate that top arm as we cross in front. Let's do one more arm swing, going into some reaches. I want you to take that right arm, right leg. We're going to reach and add a twist, pulling in and switching sides. So we're stepping out, tapping that foot as we reach and twist with our upper body. You can feel free just to stand feet by side and just do that upper body reach and twist here. One more to each side. Similar movements, but now we're going to reach up and over the top. Getting a nice little side body stretch here. Once again, feet can be side by side and just do that nice upper body overhead reach. Let's do one more each side. Going into our knee hugs next, I want you to take one leg, lifting that knee up. You're going to grab below your kneecap, pulling up and into your chest, alternating side to side. Other options here, you can feel free just to march and tap your hands, or just tap that toe in front. You can also feel free to hold on to a support structure with one hand, as well to assist with any balance. One more to each side, and then we have one last warm-up exercise. Feet are going to be right underneath those hips. Make sure those toes are facing forward. Legs are going to be nice and straight. We're going to wake up those hamstrings. Hands are back behind our head, going into our good mornings. We're going to bend at the waist, back stays nice and flat. So kind of bow down till you feel a nice stretch down the back of your thighs. Pushing through your heels, we stand tall. So you're only lowering that chest until you feel a nice stretch, and then you return to standing here. Let's do 2 more here. And then we will get started with our very first tricep. So for this workout, if you're familiar with my workouts, we're going to first, I'll demonstrate exercise number 1. We'll perform it together, and then we'll move on to exercise number 2. So the first round of each set will take a little more time just to make sure that we're going through all of our progressions and modifications for the exercises, so we all have something that we're able and comfortable doing. So starting with exercise number 1, we're going to do some goblet squats. For our goblet squats, I recommend using anywhere from a light to medium weight. I'm gonna go more kind of into that medium range so I can challenge myself a bit today. And we're gonna hold that weight up on our chest, one hand on each of the dumbbell, holding it like a goblet, making sure there's some room, some space between that weight and your chest. Feet are hip to shoulder width apart, toes facing forward. And all we're gonna do here is sink those hips down and back, going into a nice squat position, making sure our back is nice and flat, knees are tracking with our toes, and then we stand up nice and tall. So you can feel free to play with that range of motion. Maybe you stay a little more upright. Maybe you're able to get deeper. Main thing here is keeping that form, core engaged, back flat, making sure those knees track nicely in line with those toes. We're going to do 10 reps. So grab your weight. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squatting down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Feel free to set that weight down off the side. Moving on to upper body next. So while I am demonstrating, that is your time to enjoy your rest. Grab your water, move about your space, whatever you need to do. But we're gonna go into a overhead tricep extension next. So for this one, going a little bit lighter in weight, we're using a single dumbbell, or if you wanna use 2 light weights and press those weights together, you can use 2 if that's easier to hold on to. But you're gonna kind of make a triangle with your hands, placing the bottom of that dumbbell. We're gonna stand up nice and tall. I want a soft knee bend here, core is engaged. Arms are directly overhead, elbows start nice and straight. From here, we're just going to bend our elbows, reaching that weight back behind our head, and then straighten. So smaller movements here. The farther your elbows bend, the more they have to work to straighten back to the top. Let's grab our weights. We're doing 12 reps of this one. So get ready, in position. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And press tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. All right, core exercise is next. We're gonna do some mountain climbers. So for our mountain climbers, a couple of variations here. You can do this all the way on the ground. We'll be starting in a plank position, so I'll kind of demonstrate a few options. I will be doing this exercise at an incline with my hands elevated, so you can feel free for this exercise to elevate your hands on like a coffee table, desk, the seat of a stable chair would work as well, or you can place your hands on the wall in order to elevate as well. But if you want to challenge yourself, you can make your way all the way to the ground. Plank position, shoulders stacked right over your wrists. Legs would be nice and straight. Core is engaged. For the mountain climber, we're going to drive one knee up towards our chest. We straighten, and then we switch sides. Alternating side to side, doing our best to avoid any rocking side to side as we drive our knee. Like I mentioned, I'm doing this at an incline, so same exact thing, but my hands are going to be elevated, legs are going to be out straight. Same thing if your hands are going to be elevated on the wall. We're doing 10 to each side, so choose your station, choose your elevation, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive that knee up and switch. 1. Keep that core nice and engaged and breathe. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job relaxing out of that. That was round 1. We have 2 more rounds to go. But first you get a minute of rest in between rounds. And then for this next set, we're gonna shorten that rest break and give you about 20 seconds of rest in between exercises. So we'll start from the top with our goblet squat, but you still have about 35 more seconds. So once again, take that time, do whatever feels best for your recovery. Maybe that's adding in some stretching, maybe it's just moving, maybe it's just walking around your space, whatever you need to do to get physically and mentally prepped. But we're gonna start in just 10 seconds. Already time. So grab your weights, get in position, and we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, back is flat, knees are tracked with the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right, set it down. Just 20 seconds between for this one, so it moves nice and quick. We have our overhead tricep extensions. So get ready, in position, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, soft knees, and straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 2 more. 11 and 12. All right, 2 down, 1 to go for this round. We have the mountain climbers next. So make sure to make your way either down to the ground or over to your elevated surface. 10 reps to each side. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drive your knee and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, and 10. All right, 1 minute of rest. Then we're moving into round 3. This is going to be our last round of these 3 exercises. And then we have 3 new ones. So for our next 3, same kind of situation. We're going to be doing 2 standing and 1 on the ground. Our next one is going to be a seated core exercise. So we still make our way to the ground, but we're not going to be laying all the way back. Starting in 20 seconds. Feel free to get ready, get in position, grab your weight. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Set it down, shake it out. Quick breather. Overhead tricep extension is next. Alrighty, here we go. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alrighty. Feel free to set that weight down off to the side. We have one final exercise to go of this set. Our mountain climbers are next. So quick, shake it out. Enjoy your little breather, enjoy rest. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Shake it out. We have a new set to go through now. So same thing, 3 exercises starting with our lower body first. We're going to begin with a sumo deadlift. So we're going to be in a sumo stance for this one. And we're going to be using either one medium to heavy weight, or you can feel free to hold on to 2 light to medium weights as well. Whatever kind of feels best, whatever works best for your weight situation. For me, with my adjustable dumbbells, I already got my single weight ready and prepped for me. But we're going to be in that sumo stance. We're going to have legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. Toes are going to be turned out slightly. From here, I can change my view so you can see a little bit better. From here, we're going to go into a deadlift. So for our deadlift, we're going to take that weight or weights, and we're going to bend at the waist, sink those hips back, and we're going to lower that weight down, kind of like we're trying to reach between those ankles. Pushing through your heels, we're going to stand tall. Allowing a soft, slight knee bend as we bend at the waist, but our back remains flat the whole time. We're going to do 10 reps here as well. So get ready, get in position. In 3, 2, 1, holding your weight. So you're going to reach down, bending at the waist. And then exhale, press through your heels, stand tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do one more. And 10. All right, set that weight down. Moving on to upper body next, we're going to be doing some Arnold presses. So for this one, I recommend kind of more of a light, maybe medium weight if you're kind of at that more advanced stage here. Before that Arnold press, we're gonna hold one hand each weight, starting with elbows up. I want your palms to face your face. From here, we're going to turn those arms out so elbows go wide, palms face out now. Press tall overhead, lower, and then as we close, we bring those palms back in towards our face. So open, palms face away, press tall. As we close, palms pull back in towards our face again. If you need to, you can feel free just to do some regular overhead presses. Sometimes that Arnold press can be a little irritating on those shoulders, so a regular press is a great modification for it. We're going to do 10 reps here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Open, press, and close. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, last one. And 10, and lower. All right, we have our next exercise on the ground. We're gonna be doing some Russian twists. So for our Russian twist, once again, a couple different variations for this. But we're gonna be seated on the floor, and our Russian twist requires a twisting motion. So I do have a variation for if twisting does not feel good on your spine. There is a variation for it as well. But we can, a couple options. If you want to increase the intensity, you can feel free to hold the weight up at your chest for this exercise or do this without any weight. We're going to lean that chest back. If you would like, you can lift your feet off the ground, and then we're just going to twist side to side. Other options, keep your feet flat, lower that chest, and then perform that twist. And then for those that maybe twisting does not feel good on your spine, other options, arms straight, you're just gonna lower and lift back up. So kind of smaller pulse motions, just up and down, keeping your back nice and flat, core engaged. So those are all of our core variations for this exercise. Choose the option that best suits you. I'm going to keep my feet on the ground for these ones. We're gonna do 10 each side, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, leaning back, and let's twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and relax out of that. That was round 1. Make your way back to standing. Take your time. 1 minute of rest here. And then we're going into round 2, starting with our sumo deadlifts first. So shake it out. Maybe those hips are feeling a little tight, maybe that low back. Feel free to do those nice big hip circles. Maybe it's that upper body. Feel free to swing those arms out. Add some shoulder rolls. Whatever you need to do, we're going to get started in 15 seconds. So grab your weight. Sumo deadlift to begin. Get ready, get in position. Wide stance, toes turned out, holding your weight or weights between those legs. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, bending at the waist. Back is flat, reaching that weight down between your heels. And then stand tall. 1. Big exhale as you stand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Set that weight off to the side. Upper body is next. Arnold presses, but first, 20-second breather. Grab your weights. Get ready. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Open, press, lower, and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and done. Relax, and out of that, make your way down to the ground. We have our Russian twist next. We're going to start in 10 seconds. So get ready. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Adding that twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relaxing out of that, we have 1 minute of rest, and then we have that third round of this second little try set here. After this last set, we do have one final group of 3 exercises. For that exercise set, we are going to be on the ground for all 3 exercises. So, at least for that one, we won't have to get up and down. But that last set, we are going to be doing a couple exercises where we are in a kneeling position. I do a variation for that if kneeling is just really uncomfortable. But you can, like I said, grab a pillow, use a folded up towel or blanket to add some extra cushion for under those knees once we get to those exercises. But first, back to our sumo deadlifts. Grab your weight. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Feel free to set that weight down off to the side. Upper body is next with our Arnold presses. Grab any water if you need it first. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, last one, and 10. Great job. Once again, feel free to set those weights off the side. Make your way down to the ground. And we are going to be doing the rest of our exercises on the ground after this. So starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Russian twist. Here we go. Leaning back and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relaxing out of that. Moving on to our third and final set here. Set of exercises. We just finished the third round of that one. We are going to start, again, lower body. This is going to be called a reverse Nordic curl. So I do have a different exercise to substitute. If kneeling is extremely uncomfortable, we do the substitute. So in our reverse Nordic curl, we are going to be in a tall kneeling position. In this tall kneeling position, we're going to have our hips stacked right over those knees. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. So we're in a nice straight line to begin. Core is engaged for this exercise. Holding that weight up at our chest like a goblet once again. We're going to lean back and up. We're maintaining that nice straight line as we lean back and return to that tall position. So we're working those quads here. Our secondary exercise for if kneeling is not comfortable would be to stand. We're just gonna go into a nice squat position and you're just going to pulse every time I count a number. So you're just gonna hold and pulse. The small movements, firing those quads up as well here. So it's kind of your two options for this next one. Feel free to grab your weight, get ready, get in position. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leaning back and up. 1. We're doing 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Relaxing out of that, we are going to be doing some push-ups next. For our push-ups, we're going to be doing 10 repetitions. Again, a couple options here. We can do this on the ground, on our feet. We can do this from a kneeling position on the ground, or we can do a elevated push-up with our hands on that elevated surface once again. So like a bench, coffee table, stable seat of a chair, desk, or a wall. So let me quick run through all those options. Option 1, hands stacked right underneath those shoulders. Legs are gonna be straight out behind you. Starting up nice and tall, you're just going to slowly lower to the ground. Exhale, push back up. That's option 1. Option 2, drop down to those knees. Same position, holding that nice plank. Exhale, lower and up. Similar motion, just from your knees. Last option, hands elevated. So from a wall, still gonna walk out into a nice little kind of plank position. And we're just gonna lower that chest and head in towards that wall or elevated surface and then press away. And all of these, we're keeping that core engaged. Nice flat position. We're doing 10 reps. So choose the station that best suits you. I'm going to be doing these from my knees. And we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower. Exhale, push away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, and 10. Awesome work. Shake it out. Come on out of that. And we have bird dogs next. So for this exercise, same thing, hands and knees positioning. In our hands and knees, I want you to have shoulders stacked over our wrists once again, but this time, our hips are gonna be stacked right over those knees. If you have any irritation in those wrists, you can move to a fist position here. For this exercise, couple options. We can do the full bird dog, where we lift opposite arm, opposite leg straight out behind us and in front of us. Return to center, and then switch other side, reaching out. Excuse me. So that's option 1, working arms and legs. Option 2, you can do this with just reaching your arm out and in. Or if you want to get a little bit more of that lower body, you can do this reaching one leg out and in. So those are kind of our options here. The full bird dog, working both upper and lower, or you can do upper body only or lower body only. If you're doing both, remember it is opposite arm, opposite leg working at the same time. We're going to do 8 to each side. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reaching out and in and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8, and done. Shake it out. You have 1 minute of rest here. So grab your water, enjoy the breather, roll those wrists out. Maybe roll those shoulders out as well. We're going to start back up in about 15 seconds. So we started with that reverse Nordic curl. Once again, feel free to stand and do that squat with a pulse as another option. All right, grab your weight. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leaning back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Awesome job relaxing out of that. Push-ups are next, so feel free to move to your elevated surface if you need to. Otherwise, we're starting up in just 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. We have bird dogs next. So once again, feel free to do this with your fists as opposed to hands flat if you need to. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, the last one to each side. And 8, and done. We have 1 minute of rest, and then we have one final round to go. So enjoy your little breather once again. Shake those shoulders out, roll those wrists out. Whatever you need to do. We're gonna start back up in just 20 seconds. So reverse Nordic curls or squat with a pulse. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10, and done. Shake it out. Feel free to put that weight away. And we have push-ups next. Starting right back up into it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, all right. 2 down, 1 more exercise to go. And then we'll end with a little bit of a cool down, get you a nice little stretch in. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more to each side, 8, and done. All right. Let's go into a little puppy dog pose first. Walking those hands out, hips stay lifted, lowering that chest down to the ground, feeling your shoulders open, feeling a little bit of stretch in your core as well. Give me 3 deep breaths here. Very good. Slowly walking those hands back in. And we're going to slowly make our way up to standing here. Taking your time. Nice and slow. Right arm, we're going to cross in front, reaching that hand to the upper back. Opposite hand grabs your elbow, pulling that arm in towards your chest. 3 deep breaths. And switching sides, other arm reaching up, crossing, grabbing at the elbow and pulling in towards your chest. One more deep breath. Relaxing out of that, stretching the back of our legs and a little bit of spinal mobility. Standing tall, you're going to tuck your chin to your chest. You're just going to slowly reach those hands down, rolling through your spine, getting as low as you can, holding this for just 3 deep breaths at the bottom. One last breath. And then slowly rolling back up to a tall standing position here. Your head is the last thing to come up. One big shoulder roll back and forward. And that is all of the exercises I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining Dumbbell Strength. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.